Don't wear long hair after 50. Avoid trendy styles at your age. Never let your hair go gray. Ladies, I've heard these rigid beauty rules for decades, and I have one question. Can we just not? Can we stop telling women over 50 how they should wear their hair? After 40+ years styling hair for thousands of remarkable women, I've learned that your hair isn't bound by rules. It's your personal canvas for self-expression. Just as there's no right way to decorate your home, there's no rule book for decorating yourself. You deserve to wear your hair in whatever style makes you feel beautiful and confident. But if you're feeling stuck or unsure what to do next, I'm here to help. Before we dive in, I'd love to know which city you're watching from. Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more empowering beauty tips. Now, let me share 5 haircut ideas that have helped my clients feel absolutely fabulous after 50. 1. The blunt bob jacklobby. Let's start with my absolute favorite haircut for creating an instant youth boost. The blunt bob, or its slightly longer sister, the lob. This style features a strong, clean, unlayered baseline that hits right at your shoulder or a bit above. It's precise, elegant, and has a remarkable effect on thinning hair. You know, one of the most common changes I've seen in my clients over the years is how hair texture shifts after 50. The individual strands become finer, and you simply have fewer of them per square inch on your scalp. This natural process happens to almost all of us. It's part of our body's beautiful evolution. But that doesn't mean we can't work with it. Here's the fascinating science. When we cut hair into one clean, unlayered line, something magical happens. That baseline instantly appears denser and more substantial. It's an optical illusion that works brilliantly. Where layered ends might reveal thinness, a blunt cut creates the appearance of thickness. And since our brains instinctively associate thick, healthy hair with youth, this simple cut can truly transform how others perceive your age. I'll never forget my client Margaret from Chicago. At 68, she came to me frustrated after 3 different stylists had insisted she needed a short, layered cut appropriate for her age. When I suggested a sleek, shoulder-length blunt bob instead, she was hesitant but willing to try. 2 weeks later, she called me in tears. Happy tears. "James," she said, "my own grandchildren told me I look 10 years younger, and for the first time in years, I feel like myself again." What makes this cut so versatile is how easily it can be customized. You can wear it with or without bangs, depending on your face shape and forehead. A soft side-swept fringe can soften the look while still maintaining that wonderful baseline density. You can also play with the exact length. Anywhere from chin to shoulders works beautifully. The blunt bob works particularly well for heart-shaped and oval faces, but truly, with the right customization, it flatters nearly everyone. It's especially perfect for busy women who don't have endless styling time each morning. A few minutes with a round brush or flat iron, and you're ready to conquer the day. Here's my professional tip. When discussing this cut with your stylist, be specific about wanting a completely unlayered baseline. Some stylists automatically add layers to everything, thinking it creates movement. For this look, you want that clean, blunt edge. Bring a photo if possible, and don't be afraid to speak up if you see scissors pointing into your ends for texturizing. That's not what we're going for with this particular style. Have you ever tried a blunt bob or lob? Tell me in the comments if this style appeals to you. Now, let's move on to our second youth-enhancing haircut that offers a perfect balance of length and movement. 2. Mid-length cut with long layers. If the thought of going as short as a bob makes you nervous, or if you've always cherished your longer locks, our second haircut might be your perfect match. The mid-length cut with long layers offers that ideal balance, not too short, not too long, with strategic layering that brings movement and vitality to your look. This style typically falls somewhere between your collarbone and a few inches below your shoulders, with gentle, longer layers that begin around your chin or lower. It's the Goldilocks of haircuts, just right for women who want change without sacrifice. Let me share something important about how our faces naturally evolve with age. As we journey past 50, we experience subtle changes in facial contours, often a softening of the jawline and some natural shifting in our neck area. These are beautiful marks of a life well lived, but sometimes our old hairstyles don't complement these changes as well as they once did. That's where the science of this mid-length layered cut comes in. The length maintains enough weight to elongate the face, while the strategic layering creates soft movement around your features. This combination gently draws the eye upward and outward, creating a natural lifting effect without a single needle or procedure. The layers act as a soft frame, contouring your face in the most flattering way possible. I'll never forget Barbara from Boston, a vibrant 65-year-old professor who had worn the same one-length hair past her shoulders for decades. "I look in the mirror and don't recognize myself anymore," she confided during our consultation. We chose a mid-length cut with face-framing layers, and the transformation wasn't just physical, it was emotional. "For the first time in years," she told me afterward, "I look in the mirror and actually see myself again." The versatility of this cut is truly remarkable. You can blow it smooth for a polished look, scrunch in some mousse for casual texture, or simply let it air dry with the right products for effortless style. For special occasions, this length still allows for simple updos and elegant half-up styles. What makes this cut universally flattering is how customizable it is to your unique features. For rounder faces, we can make the layers slightly longer. For those with finer hair, we keep the layers minimal at the back to maintain density. This adaptability makes it perfect for nearly everyone, regardless of face shape or hair texture. Maintenance is wonderfully manageable. Typically, a trim every 8 to 10 weeks keeps it looking fresh. For daily styling, I recommend keeping it simple. A volumizing mousse at the roots, blow-dried with a round brush, focusing on the face-framing pieces. Here's my expert tip. The secret weapon for this cut is a lightweight, silicone-free serum applied to your mid-lengths and ends. This creates that healthy shine that instantly signals youthfulness without weighing down your style. Just a pea-sized amount distributed through damp hair before styling makes all the difference. Are you currently wearing your hair at a mid-length? Would you consider adding layers for a more youthful effect? Share your thoughts below. Now, let's explore our third age-defying haircut option that can instantly refresh your entire look. 3. Adding a fringe. Our third option isn't an entirely new haircut, but rather a transformative addition to whatever style you currently love, the game-changing fringe. Whether you call them bangs or fringe, these face-framing strands can create one of the most dramatic, rejuvenating effects with minimal change to your overall look. Fringes come in many beautiful variations, from wispy, barely there wisps to full, straight-across statements. There are side-swept options that blend softly into your hair, curtain fringes that part in the middle and frame your face like elegant drapes, and textured, choppy styles that add a touch of modern edge. Each type creates a unique effect, allowing you to customize based on both your features and comfort level. When we frame the face with a fringe, something truly remarkable happens. The entire focus of your look shifts, drawing attention exactly where you want it. It's like instantly reframing a beloved photograph. The picture hasn't changed, but how we perceive it transforms completely. Here's the fascinating science behind why fringes are so effective for women over 50. Our foreheads naturally develop expression lines that tell the story of our smiles, concerns, and contemplations through the years. A well-designed fringe softly veils the forehead, minimizing these lines, while simultaneously drawing attention to your eyes. The eyes truly are our most expressive feature at any age, and a good fringe acts like a spotlight, emphasizing their beauty and sparkle. I'll never forget my client, Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired teacher who had resisted bangs her entire life. "I've always had a high forehead," she explained, "but now I feel like it's all people see." After gentle encouragement, she agreed to try a soft, side-swept fringe. When I turned her chair toward the mirror, she simply said, "There I am. I've been missing myself for years." The fringe had somehow both changed her look and restored it simultaneously. The versatility of fringes is truly incredible. A curtain fringe, parted in the center and sweeping to each side, works beautifully for heart-shaped faces and those wanting to maintain some forehead visibility. Soft, wispy fringes complement oval faces and those with finer hair. Side-swept options balance square face shapes and offer an elegant, sophisticated look. There truly is a fringe style for everyone. However, I must emphasize this crucial point. Proper cutting technique matters tremendously with fringes. A beautifully executed fringe can take years off your appearance, while an improperly cut one can have the opposite effect. Too blunt or too short can create harshness that actually emphasizes lines rather than softening them. Always seek a stylist experienced with mature clients and discuss the exact finish you desire. My expert tip for maintaining your fringe between salon visits: invest in quality haircutting scissors. Never use household scissors. And learn a simple point-cutting technique for quick touch-ups. Hold the scissors vertically, not horizontally, and make tiny snips into the ends rather than cutting straight across. This creates that soft, diffused edge that keeps your fringe looking natural and youthful. Have you ever considered adding fringe to your current style? Or perhaps you've tried bangs in the past with mixed results? Share your experiences below. I'd love to hear what worked or didn't work for you. Now, let's explore our fourth youth-enhancing haircut that's been gaining tremendous popularity. 4. The bixie. Let me introduce you to a haircut that's been taking the style world by storm: the bixie. This modern marvel combines the best elements of a bob and a pixie, creating a fresh, contemporary look that can utterly transform how you look and feel. The bixie typically features shorter layers at the crown, with slightly longer pieces framing the face and nape, creating a beautiful textured effect that's both sophisticated and playful. What makes the bixie so special is how brilliantly it balances practicality with current fashion. For women over 50 who lead active lives, this cut offers effortless style with minimal maintenance, perfect for those busy mornings when you don't have time for elaborate styling routines. Yet, despite its simplicity, it carries an undeniable fashion-forward edge that signals confidence and a modern outlook. The science behind the bixie's youth-enhancing effect is fascinating. The varied lengths create natural texture and movement around your face, which visually counteracts the natural softening of facial contours that occurs with age. This dynamic quality brings energy to your features, creating a more vibrant, animated appearance. The shorter layers at the crown also create natural volume in exactly the area where many women experience thinning, effectively lifting your entire look. I'll never forget when Patricia, a 67-year-old retired executive, came to my salon clutching a magazine photo of a much younger model sporting a bixie. "Everyone says I'm too old for this," she confided, "but I've worn the same style for 20 years and I'm ready for something that feels like me." We customized the bixie to complement her features, and the result was nothing short of magical. Not only did she look years younger, but her entire demeanor changed. She stood taller, smiled more freely, and radiated confidence. The versatility of the bixie is one of its greatest strengths. For those who prefer a more classic look, we can keep the lines softer and the layers more blended. If you're feeling adventurous, we can add more texture and perhaps an asymmetrical element. Some of my clients even opt to keep one side slightly longer for a contemporary twist. The bixie truly adapts to your personal style, whether that's elegant and refined or bold and artistic. This style works wonderfully for women with oval, heart-shaped, or square faces. It's particularly flattering if you have pronounced cheekbones or striking eyes you'd like to emphasize. More than face shape, though, the bixie suits women with a certain spirit, those who embrace change and aren't afraid to express their vibrant personalities through their appearance. For maintenance, plan on a trim every 5 to 6 weeks to keep the shape precise. The daily styling couldn't be simpler. Most of my clients spend less than 5 minutes on their bixie. Simply work a small amount of texturizing cream through damp hair. Use your fingers to direct it into place and let it air dry, or quickly blast it with a dryer. My expert tip: the secret to a perfect bixie lies in finding the right texturizing product. Look for lightweight pomades or creams labeled pliable or flexible hold. Apply to slightly damp hair, focusing on the ends and pieces you want to define. This creates that effortlessly tousled look that makes the bixie so youthful and modern. Would you be brave enough to try the bixie? Have you been considering a shorter cut, but worried about looking matronly? Share your thoughts below. Now, let's explore our fifth and final age-defying hair strategy that might surprise you. 5. Embracing natural texture. For years, women have been told that their natural hair isn't good enough. Curls must be tamed, straight hair needs volume, and waves should be controlled. But what if the very thing you've been trying to change is actually your greatest beauty asset? I've worked with thousands of women over 50, and I can tell you this: those who look the most youthful and radiant aren't the ones forcing their hair into submission. They're the ones who let it move, breathe, and shine in its natural state. Take my client, Ellen. She spent decades straightening her naturally wavy hair, convinced that sleek, polished strands were the key to looking put together. But as the years went on, her hair became dull and brittle from the constant heat and treatments. One day, after yet another failed attempt to fight humidity, she sighed and said, "I give up." What can we do? We trimmed away the damaged ends and used products that enhanced her waves rather than suppressing them. A week later, she walked into the salon beaming. "I can't believe I waited this long," she said. "I look like me again." That's the secret. When hair moves naturally, whether it's soft waves, defined curls, or sleek and straight, it looks alive. It reflects light and frames the face in a way that softens features, creating an effortless, youthful glow. But when we force it into unnatural styles, it can make us look older, emphasizing dryness, breakage, and stiffness. I know this isn't just about hair. It's about control. Many of us have spent years believing that beauty is about managing, fixing, and perfecting. But real beauty isn't about control. It's about confidence. When you stop fighting your hair's natural texture, you're making a bigger statement than you realize. You're saying, "I trust myself. I embrace who I am." If you've spent years straightening, curling, or chemically treating your hair, transitioning to your natural texture won't happen overnight. That's okay. Start small, let your hair air dry, and see what it naturally wants to do. If it's wavy, use a curl-enhancing cream to bring out soft movement. If it's curly, try a lightweight leave-in conditioner to define the shape without weighing it down. If it's straight, let it dry naturally with just a touch of serum for shine. Most importantly, be patient. Your hair has spent years adapting to heat and chemicals. It needs time to recover, regain moisture, and find its natural rhythm again. I remember Susan, a 70-year-old retired teacher who had been coloring and heat styling her hair for decades. When she decided to embrace her natural silver waves, she felt nervous. "What if I don't recognize myself?" she asked. I smiled and said, "That's the point. You get to meet yourself again." A few months later, she walked into my salon with the most radiant waves I'd ever seen. But more than that, her confidence shone even brighter than her hair. At the end of the day, embracing your natural texture isn't just about looking younger. It's about feeling free. It's about stepping away from outdated beauty rules and stepping into a version of yourself that feels effortless, authentic, and uniquely you. So tell me, when was the last time you let your hair just be? What's one thing you love about your natural texture? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. The most important lesson from all of this? Your hair is yours. No rules, no limits, no expectations, but your own. Whether it's a sleek bob, soft layers, a bold bixie, or embracing your natural texture, the key to looking younger isn't about following trends. It's about finding what makes you feel alive. Experiment, have fun, and rediscover yourself through your hair. Which of these styles are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to complete your youthful transformation, check out our makeup videos for even more beauty-boosting tips. Remember, confidence is the most beautiful thing you can wear at any age.